share these 4 tips with you guys, these 4 habits with you guys for 2025. Here's how you can approach or get to these goals. They need to be cut off. It's because of our actions that we're in the position that we're in today. And that's when you make space for growth. Let's get up from our bums and actually, fix that. We'll always make mistakes. We're never gonna stop making mistakes. I thought I knew it all for some reason. So as soon as you feel that uncomfortableness, think about these 4 steps.
I can't wipe her up, but how you heard that Jesus saves? 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 How you heard that Jesus saves?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marisha. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys 4 tips, 4 habits that you guys want to include just to improve yourself in 2025, or just things that you can do for yourself. First things first, if you're even watching this video, take time to thank God for just bringing you across the year 2024, because it was not easy. I know that for a fact. For some people it may have been like the best year ever. For some it was just a grinding year. For some it was just a year of lessons, a year of growth, hardship, broken, being put back together. But you're here, you're blessed enough to be here. Some people didn't even make it. So as I'm going to share these 4 tips with you guys, these 4 habits with you guys for 2025, and just to improve yourself as a whole, I'm also going to do a face mask or my nighttime routine, and just to make it entertaining. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Without further ado, let's get into these 4 habits. I hope that you guys have your notes and a pen. I don't have a pen, but I hope that you guys have somewhere to write on so that you can take notes of these 4 habits. So today I'm gonna do the deep cleansing clay mask. This mask has microalgae, sea minerals, and prebiotics, and it's from Interruption. I'm gonna use this spoolie to apply the mask, and I have my mirror here. So any year that we step in, any new year that we step in, should always be a year of growth and lessons, and just encourage us to take actionable steps to become the person that you want to become. So here's how you can approach or get to these goals. The first habit, the first key that I have written down would be to declutter your space. So decluttering your mind, your physical space, declutter your relationships, declutter your mental space, all of that. So it's so important to declutter your space, whether it be your room. It doesn't even have to be just physically. It could be like your room, it could be your car, your house, your apartment. It could also be in your friendships. So like, say you have somebody that's just hindering you or making you think bad things or making you do bad things, or you're never fully happy when you're with that person, they need to be cut off. Or take some space from them, because if you notice a pattern of them draining you, why are they still here? There's things that we want to accomplish. There's places we want to step in. So carrying unnecessary baggage just makes the route harder than it actually needs to be. These people may bring you stress or just block your progress all in all. And we ain't got time for that. We don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And it's not just people, and it doesn't have to be something that's necessarily harmful. It could just be like something that you keep in your room that's been there for way too long, just collecting dust, Sometimes we hold on to things just because we're used to them. The reality is we don't need it. And so we're just cluttering our space just because it's something that we're used to, when in reality sometimes people need it more than you do. So you could either give it away or simply just throw it out. Decluttering is so easy to do if we let ourselves make it that easy. If you prioritize like getting rid of negative stuff around you, or just anything that's hindering you or stopping you from reaching your goal, cut it off, remove it. Let's say you're struggling with your negative thoughts. You're always thinking down on yourself. You're always thinking you can't do it. You have low self-confidence, or there's just things in your mind that almost controls you or controls the way that you think. I would suggest decluttering in that sense would be to journal, write it down. Or I know some people, sometimes they write it in on some plates and then they let it go. I hope that's not like a ritual or something, but if that's how you can do it, do that. Write it away, cry it away, just get rid of it, because it's hindering you. It's only adding a weight on your shoulders that you don't need in reality. And as soon as you start decluttering, you start feeling better. You start feeling brand new. And that's when you make space for growth, for what's ahead, because they're just taking space. They're taking your space. They're taking your growth away. So, and sometimes we just hold on to things because, like, yeah, I already said that. And it's not always about other people. Sometimes you're stopping yourself in reality. So you're gonna want to remove all the mess, reorganize yourself, and allow space for growth, right? So declutter your physical environment, your mental space, your spiritual space, your friendships, your relationships, girlfriend, boyfriend, all of that. My next point is realizing that where you are today is because of your actions. This speaks volumes because we're always the hardest on ourselves. We're always like, oh, I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have bought this. I wish I could have been like her. I wish today I was in this type of position, this, that, and third. But in reality, most of the times what we don't realize is that it's because of our actions that we're in the position that we're in today. I hope you guys are seeing me the same way. My phone, let's just continue. But yes, I was talking about where you are today is because of you, and sometimes we fail to realize that it's because of our action. And even when we do realize that it's our fault, we still don't do nothing about it most of the time. So we need to start to get in the habit of actually changing our narratives, changing our habits, changing the fact that we know we're doing something that isn't bringing us anywhere, but still continue to do it. Not too much now. But yeah, we need to start taking ownership of our actions, because we're always complaining, but most of the time, all the time, it's our fault, if not most of the time. And growth starts with accepting that we did some things that brought us to the wrong areas. We took some bad decisions, we took the wrong turn, but let's get up from our bums and actually, fix that, correct that, because you can't do it. You literally have the power over your actions. You have the power over your actions. You have the power over you deciding that, you know what, today's the day that I'm gonna clean my room. Today's the day that I'm gonna make things right with my mom, with my dad, with my sisters, family members, friends, I don't know. But most importantly, with yourself. So taking the steps for you to fix that is something that we're gonna need to do more often, because we always make mistakes. I forgot about the face mask. We'll always make mistakes. We're never gonna stop making mistakes because we're never perfect. We accept the fact that we're never gonna be perfect, but never accept the fact that we can actually get better instead of just dwelling and marinating in the fact that we always make mistakes and that we're never gonna be perfect, which is true, but we can always make our situations, better than what it is today. Like, I remember personally, I'm a procrastinator. I procrastinate a lot and almost in everything that I do. I realize it. I know that's my issue, but before, because not today, but before, I used to be comfortable in it. I used to hate the fact that I was an procrastinator, but I used to not do anything to change that, Hold on. Yeah, alright, gotta make sure it's recording. But yeah, so for example, school, my certificate that I'm doing right now is in business management, and I love business, I love management, I love owning, learning about marketing and all that stuff. And I used to almost never study. I thought I knew it all for some reason. I'm in school, but I know it all. Make that make sense. So I wasn't getting the grades that I wanted. I wasn't satisfied with what I was producing. So I had to reflect, and I seen that, I procrastinate. Like, I leave things for last minute. And sometimes it works out, but most of the time it doesn't. That's the pattern I seen in myself. So I never decided to correct that. I don't know why. Well, back then, I didn't think about correcting it. I was just like, oh, I'm not making the grades that I want. But yeah, not... I'm done with my mask, as you guys can see. Anyways, so God gave us free will, so take that free will and actually use it for something good, and actually change your decisions in order to be placed in positions that will literally benefit you, your family, your surroundings, the people that you want around you when you're that guy, just when you actually are in the position that you wanted to be in. So just remind yourself that all the time, that like, until you start, time is just running out. You're just wasting time.
Hey bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man. Like, bro.
But anyways, like, just to make sure that you guys know, right? So up to date, we have 3 keys. So we have decluttering your space, your mental mind, your mental, your like spiritually, friendships, physically, and everything. Then you have the reminder that where you are today is because of you. So take into account your actions, what you're doing on a daily basis, and try to reflect to see the things that brought you to the wrong areas of your life instead of where you were supposed to prosper in. And the third one is to create more than you consume. We're literally in the era of creation. Content creators are everywhere, and you can be one too if that's what you want to do. If not, you can literally just create a brand. You can create something that you're passionate about. Of course, people are doing nails now. Just do something that you like to do, whether it be like just a hobby, and make it something that you can make money off of. But just make sure that you're passionate for it, because you can't do nothing if you're not passionate for it, because there's nothing to pursue at that point. And just think about how much time and money you're spending on unnecessary things and how much you could have invested instead. That's how I had to think about it for a while, because I was consuming so much, buying left and right. I just wasted so much money when it was time for me to actually invest in something that would have benefited me. You know, whether it be a course to learn something, business, buying something from a vendor, purchasing like a sample from a vendor, I don't know, something that could have benefited me once my mind started to create more than consume. So yeah, you don't want to be in a space where you regret, you know? So just think about it. And the last and third thing, which is the most important thing, and the most, like, I don't know how much emphasis I could put on it, but it's very important. It's like, without knowing this, there's not much that you can do. It's literally to take time to know yourself thoroughly. Take time to know what you like. Take time to know where you strive, where you're less productive, how you want others to treat you. What are your standards? What do you like to do? If I were to ask you, hey friend, tell me a little bit about you. What do you do? Like, what are you gonna say? Personally, I would love to be in a position today where I could be like, yeah, I did a business, I got successful, this is how I did it, and teaching others and investing in other people while investing in myself. That's the position that I strive to be in, that I want to be in, because I love to share, I love to give out. Being a resource is my ultimate goal. I want to be a resource for other people around me, and without it, personally, I feel like I would fail in life if I'm not a resource for somebody, for something, for some organization, if I don't create an organization, if I don't do something, you know. So that's me personally. I can talk about that all day, but take time to know what you want for yourself. What do you look like in 5 years? What do you look like in 2 months? What do you look like in your future, you know? And what are you doing to achieve that? So yeah, so take time to prioritize you. Prioritize your alone time. Go out with yourself, invest in yourself, feed your mind, you know, feed your spirit with the word of God, nothing else. Go out there, experiment, get a new hobby, try new things, you know, do things with yourself. Make sure that you invest as much money in yourself as you do with others. You invest more in others than you do in yourself. That's not right, because you're the biggest project you're working on. It's literally on my vision board. That's crazy. I just got reminded of that. Anyways, you're the biggest project you're gonna work on. And also, never let anybody cross your boundaries. No bueno. We don't want that. Make sure that your standards are always high and getting even higher, not lower. If you tell somebody you don't like the way they talk to you, and they do, snip, yeah, cut him off. I mean, of course, give somebody a chance. Life happens. Sometimes it could be like a bad day for that person, X, Y, and Z, but just make sure that your standard is never lowered for anybody. But yeah, just, you know, take time with yourself, pamper yourself like we're doing today. Yeah, I probably should remove this mask. Can you guys tell that green is my color? Let's go over everything real quick. As you're taking down these notes, I want you guys to really think about areas in your life. Take time with each point and develop it. Fill in the blanks for yourself, depending on your situation. So you had number 1, that was decluttering, right? So you decluttered your space, you fixed your desk, you cleaned your room, you cleaned your car, you decluttered your mind, you poured it all on your journal, you prayed about it, you cried about it. You snipped off the people that shouldn't be in your life. You leveled up. That's one step. Now, the second step, right, which is realizing that where you are today is because of you. Think about it in that way. After removing these people in your lives and being in a new position, you did that. You place yourself in a position where nobody's gonna bother you mentally. Nobody's gonna bother you spiritually. Nobody's gonna go against your plan or your goals. You removed all the toxicity, yeah, and you let space for growth. That's good. Now third, which is to train yourself to consume, to create more than to consume. Now that you have a place to grow, what area are you going to choose to grow in? Are you going to tackle everything together? Which I don't think you should. Just take one thing and invest all your time in it. Be consistent. Be consistent. Just be consistent and watch yourself grow. Watch yourself grow this year. Let us grow together. We're going to go on that journey together because I have so much growing to do. There's so much growth I've already done. And so lastly, the fourth thing, know yourself thoroughly. Don't let nobody in this world make you feel like they know you more than you do, because they don't. They never will. God does, and he's the only one who ever will. But you got to create that space for yourself. So now that you've grown from some people, some situations, you've decluttered, you've realized where your mistakes are, what habits you shouldn't do, what things you should do in order to progress. And now you trained yourself enough where you're investing in something that's giving you money and giving you knowledge and making you grow. And now you know yourself thoroughly. Who can tell you something? Nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can tell you nothing. Not saying to be conceited, but just, pat yourself in the back. Clap for yourself, give yourself your flowers. And yeah, and so last thing to conclude this video, I want you guys to know that God will always make you feel uncomfortable in a space that you're not supposed to be in, that you're too comfortable in. So as soon as you feel that uncomfortableness, think about these 4 steps and do it again. It's a cycle. It's something that you can always do for different aspects of your life. So I hope that this video inspired you guys, motivated you guys, because it definitely did for me. But yeah, I hope that it motivated you. I hope that it changed your mindset, and I hope it really forced you to think about showing up for yourself, because nobody will. There's no handouts. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. So, and most importantly, I hope that this pushes you to be your best self this year, and I hope that you start off the year right. Pray. And thank you guys so much for watching this video and staying this far. I hope to see you in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm open to constructive criticism, and I hope that you guys have a blessed rest of your day or your night. Take care of yourselves. Bye.